popular, everybody? Friday morning relay.
Every day reaching toward the light. And you know that's a long way ahead of you. But when your wheels get you there, things will turn out right.
Hey, what's popular, everybody? So today we're taking a look at the Homecoming Spider-Man wave. This is part 1, right? So it comes with about 6 figures in total. Today we are looking at the Cosmic Spider-Man, the Homecoming costume Spider-Man, and which right now is one of my favorites in the line, and then the Beetle, right? So, you know, before we got the female Beetle, now we got a male Beetle, because the Beetle's doing things, going back and forth, changing, and all that good stuff. Hoobity-hoo. So the difference between this Bath wave and other Bath series is that in this wave, we're actually getting parts and pieces of the Vulture's cape, the Vulture's wings. So we'll do something a little bit different for this build series, since we have a different type of Bath thing going on here, right? So what we're going to do is, as we're reviewing each figure, we'll take a wing off, a piece off, and connect it to the Vulture. And then in the end, once we put the full wing set on, we'll take a look at him in full, right? So let's just look at this right quick. Right now, for this wave, I have everybody except for Marvel's Moon Knight. And this is why I don't want to wait to the end to review the Vulture, because that's the last piece I need, right? Piece number 3, which is this little wing side right here. And if I never find this guy, because he's supposedly hard to find, and he seems to be living up to that, we'll never get to the review of the Vulture, right? So in part 2, we will take a look at the Vulture along with his wing build so far. Right now, we're going to start off the review with who I think is the weakest of the 3, Cosmic Spider-Man. You get a little tray behind him that has his actual bit in there for the Build-A-Figure wing. And it's just a flapping, just a little flapping. Now I was hoping, I was wondering if we was going to get some, you know, articulation in some of these pieces, you know what I'm saying? Since they were doing this in this way, I mean, you're not getting a Build-A-Figure piece with articulated legs or whatever, or arm or whatever with joints. So I would think they would have did a little bit of extra with that wing piece, but no, no, it's just a single cast piece. Then you had this little piece right here that's snapped on like that. And it just pops right back on. Now we'll see how it fits on. Some pretty decent sculpt work. The line work in here is kind of cool. Some nice little details, but not no paint to bring it out. So whatever you got this gunmetal look, a gunmetal gray here. Then you have this flat OD green. So yeah, whatever. Good job, Poopy Doobie. A little texture right there makes you feel good sometimes. All right. The Cosmic Avenger himself, Cosmic Avenger. So Cosmic Spider-Man, who I'm going to call the Cosmic Avenger from now on, because he's just Cosmic Avenger. I don't know, he's just kind of lame to me. I don't really like this at all. I have no attachment to the character, so I'm sorry. If I'm a little less than excited about it. Although I will say that color and that blue, that metallic blue, is really nice with the little white spickles in there. I guess it's supposed to be like cosmic energy with his little energy thing. And then he has this weird looking spider mask that's cosmic but spider at the same time, and it just comes across as weird. It reminds me of Cell from Dragon Ball Z when he was going to those early forms or whatever the case is, a perfect form or early form or whatever the case is. It just reminds me of that for some reason, but I don't like it one way or another. I don't like it. Standard articulation, ratcheted joints here, nice and tight there in those shoulders there. Little swivel, bicep swivel, double articulated elbow. He's really loose. Like, look how spindly that is. Like, really loose. You got a joint there. And I like that all of the joints, all of the hinge actions are kind of like studded, so it's more of a ratchet, a soft ratchet, if you will, but not really a real ratchet, but similar. And that's cool. You got a waist swivel there. This body is being used like a motherfucker. Swivel here, double knee as always. Most is gonna have that. So look here. Heading out from this point, I'm only gonna call out what's different from the rest and different from the rest of the figures as far as articulation goes. Got a swivel there, and then you got that soft little studded hinge there, right? So that's pretty much him. He comes with 2 replaceable heads. This one looks a lot better. Like, we don't need the spider mask thing under there. It just looks stupid. I'm not sure that's real or not. I'm not sure that's really even a thing, but I'm not feeling it. Now, the funny thing about this face is it makes it look like it's not Spider-Man. So maybe it's a traditional character that goes along with. Hey, anybody knows anything about Cosmic Spider-Man or just whatever, hit me in the comments down below and enlighten me. That looks a lot better as far as the faces go, right? I kind of dig the sculpt here. The wrinkles in the face, the lines there, I kind of dig that. That looks pretty good. It's pretty intense, as a matter of fact. So it's actually a pretty good head sculpt. I just have nothing to do with it, like, you know, emotionally or anything like that. I have no knowledge of it, so I don't care. And then you have the bearded Peter Parker face. This head sculpt is really freaking cool. I really dig this one. It's a really nice head sculpt. I mean, it's a Marvel Legends. I'll always give that safety brief, if you will, or that qualifier. So you have a little bit of inconsistency on this side, whereas the paint doesn't come all the way to the back of the jawbone there, whereas it does on this side. But I mean, other than little things like that, which is really small, it's a really good look, really good sculpt. The beard looks really nice on him. And then, of course, the hair sculpt is great. I like the way they're doing all the locks inside of the hair. It's like the different layers and stuff. So some really nice sculpting in there. You can't really beat that. Can't really beat that look. I like that. Peter Parker rocking the beard. I like that. I got a little bit of stiffness on this side right here. I think this joint is sticking, or it may be a bit of the way this shoulder is sculpted, bumping up against the lat muscle. Nope, it was not. It's the joint. The joint is a little bit stiff. And I said it before, I can't say it enough times. Take a blow dryer or boil some hot water and dunk them real quick, just so you can loosen up those joints so you don't run the risk of breaking or popping anything off at the joints. So there's a little bit of flash inside of here. But again, that's not really visible, so it's not a big deal. Got a little bit of flash. This guy's got a good bit of flash everywhere. It's not really a smooth transition to plastic. You know what I'm saying? But hey, this is the figure. This is the figure that God gave us. Beetle time, Beetle time, Beetle time across the USA. Okay, so this is the Beetle, yet another figure that I have no care for, but I will admit that he does look good, and I think I do prefer him to the female one. However, there are some issues here and there and about. We'll get into that. Okay, so let's take a look first and foremost at his head sculpt there, which is I mean, pretty simple. It's this little plastic mask thing with little gold ideals here over the actual face sculpt. It is affixed. It cannot come off. This is a soft plastic all the way from top to bottom. Other than that, head sculpt is actually decent. I mean, the one good thing is you get a really good range of motion because he has no real chin, right? So that's pretty decent. This is a retooling of the Bucky Cap mode, as everything else is. Like, get that Bucky Cap mode and just stick with it, right, Hasbro? That's what you do. I mean, like, they literally have not departed this body sculpt. And I guess it's fine. You get something that works, right? I do like how they have replaced here the shoulder area. They retooled that, giving him this smooth iron look, like over the shoulders there. You can kind of see it. There's a little bit of flash there, just right there. But I mean, you can take a razor blade and get that off with no problems at all, or you can just pick it off, whatever makes you feel good. I'm not going to get into all of that. I like the smoothness of the chest. I like a smooth chest. But more than anything, I just like the way they've etched them out. It really reminds me of something you would have seen done with an Iron Man or something. It really gives the impression of it being a iron suit or a metal suit. The metallic paint with the freaking paint, the flake chips, the chippy flakes, the flaky metallic chips, the sparkles inside looks really good. So you can see my lights here reflecting off the pectoral muscles, and it looks really good. I kind of dig that. He has some kind of soft ratcheting mechanism here inside of his abdomen area to giving him that crunch, but it's not really stable. This guy is really loosey-goosey, and I don't understand why that is. Now what you can do again is heat this up, press it in a little bit, and that'll take care of that. He does have the swivel there at the waist, kind of like that belt. That's pretty decent. I really dig the paint scheme on this guy. I really dig the colors. On the back you got some notches. On the back, you got some notches there for the wings, which will apply here in a second. Coming down to the legs, now here's where we have some issues with the figure. I'm not sure what the hell that is. I'm not sure that's some kind of burn mark or something. There's definitely something going on there, and as far as I know, that would not be a part of the character's actual paint scheme or costume. I'm not sure what that is, but it almost feels kind of like I'm not sure. I don't want to well, I guess I gotta say that it feels like it's kind of like burnt or brush painted. I'm not sure what the crap, but it doesn't match up to this. It doesn't match up to this here on the thighs. It doesn't match up to the chest portion here at all. Like, and it's obviously not done purposely. Like, I don't think that would be done on purpose. And I'm not willing to get another one just to check it out and see. So be mindful of that if you pick this figure up. Take a look at this leg area here maybe, or just take a look at the figure in total and make sure it doesn't have any problems like that before purchasing with your good, wholesome freedom dollars. All right, closed fists, no extra hands. You just got closed hands, so yippity-doo. I don't know, not too much going on here. I guess they figured, fuck it, we gave you wings, or what the hell do we gotta? We're like, we gave you some daggone Red Bull. We gave you wings, so why should we have to give you extra hands? I don't know. Okay, so these wings comes with 2 of these sets to go in the back, right? They actually have a spread and they're on a hinge there. So you got this little swivel right there, and you got the hinge right here. We're also gonna have a swivel because of the tab in, and then you have the little shell covering thing. And I would assume you can choose to put like this and like this to make it seem like as if he doesn't have his wings popping out. And then when you wanna, display his wings, I'm not gonna plug them all the way. I don't want to break it. Oh no. No, that's messed up. It fell. All right, you stupid piece of thing. It's a little stiff there, which means once you get it in, it'll be nice and snug and hugged, right? There we go. So that's now in there. And put the other one on the other side. It's giving me a little bit of problems, but it's okay. All right. There you go. Down both of them are in. And he has like his little Ninja Turtle shell, his little Beetle shell, which just looks, I don't know, it looks kind of weird because it's nothing there. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's just nothing there. So it's kind of hollow, right? Not something that you're really going to notice, but I don't know. Maybe we should have had like a shorter version of these that go under there to make it seem like it's like the inside backing. I don't know. So then these go up, and then you can plug in these wings here, which, there we go. All right, and they're in. And plug in this one. Oh, that's a tight hole. That's a tight hole. It's always hard the first time. All right, there we go. All right, so now how easy will those come out? We'll see here in a second. But anyways, you can spread his wings out like that. You can put his little Beetle wings over it. That's your front shot of it, right? And it looks just, I don't know, he's the Beetle. So there you go. He's got his Beetle wing apparatus popping off or whatever. Translucent plastic on both of these. The line work is pretty decent, soft, flexible. This right here is also flexible. I like the little gloss in the paint there. It's cool. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. How does he stand with it? The Beetle. For some reason, I'm thinking about the Tick and Arthur. There you go. There you go. That's him. That's right. There he goes. All right. And then he comes with, so his portion of the builder figure piece is this fidget dibbler spinner thing, the fidget dibbler spinner, that's what he has there. The little turbine for the for the vulture wing, right? Looks pretty cool. Just a flat grade plastic. Maybe some, you're not gonna get any paint, but some paint would have been cool. Maybe some more detail or something would have been cool on here. But I guess they said screw it. We give you all this detail around here, which there's a lot of great line work here, little mechanisms. I think I always say when I pick up some Legends and do a review, I say I think I may dry brush a little bit to bring some of that detail out. Maybe even just weather it a little bit. I think it'll look really cool. But more on that later when we put it together, right? But yeah, that's what he comes with. All right, so on to my favorite of these three guys, right? The other two, there are, yeah, all right, whatever. But before we get into old Homecoming Spidey, comes with, yeah, so that's that. I mean, I really like the detail there. It's pretty cool. Got some cool mechanisms. So, some really cool mechanisms molded into it here. Nice little vent work. I wonder how similar it is to the other portion. I wonder if it's like a reverse mold, you know what I'm saying, like a inverted mold or whatever the case is, or if it's actually different. We'll see about that when we put it together. I don't know, but it looks pretty cool. He comes with an alternate fist hand for this hand, and he comes with an alternate web shooter hand for this hand, which is pretty cool. And then he comes with this little hood piece, which is really cool. So he can put his hood on his head. We'll get to that here in a bit. All right, let's take a look at the old Homecoming Spidey, as it were. So I wonder, I really feel like this is a totally new mold, and I have no reason to think that it's based off of older mold. I can't think of what other figure his body style or parts would have been used on. If I am incorrect and you know of another figure that this body mold is similar to, hit me up in the comments and let me know. Square me away, man. But other than that, let's look at him and see just what we got here. The face sculpt is pretty dope. Now, one thing I will say about the face sculpt is I kind of wish that they would have gave us some of the texturing that we have here on the sock part of his boot sneaker thing on the mask. I think it would have been cool. I mean, it's not like it's necessary because the mask it wasn't really like ribbed, nothing like a sock, but I don't know, I just think it would really add to the mask. But you do have like a seam line there up the forehead, so that's cool in itself with his goggles peering through. That's pretty cool. And you got a little bit of lineage there on his mouth, like a little bit of imprint. So I like that. Not horrible at all. Then you got some more of that ribbing on his neck there, just to suggest that it's just like a baggy costume that he just barely made on his own. And then you got the hoodie, little hood flap piece here, which is also cool. But you take off his head like by just popping it off. Comes off easy, no problems, no drums. I think the hardest bit of drums for me is always like even with Spider-Gwen, putting the head inside the hood and then popping the hood back on is always been the beef. But look at that. This one does it with no problems at all. Now, something weird that you might see here or notice here is that on this one, you've got that little black zipper thing here. On this one, you don't have that. So a little bit of inconsistency there. I'm not sure if that's just something they missed on this particular figure, and others may have it, or if that's just like a one-off thing, or if, you know, that's common with all of them. I don't know. I've only seen this one in this where I got it, in the store that I got him from. So I've seen him nowhere else to even make that judgment, right? He's slim, he's skinny, he's a skinny little guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I dig the wrinkling of the clothes, the way they have it set all throughout, so it looks like he's actually got on a jogging suit or whatever the case. It's really cool. Same articulation, because it is new body mode, I will show you, like I said. You got the swivel, you got the hinge, bicep swivel there, double articulation here, and then of course you have a swivel and a hinge here. I dig the little spider gauntlets there for his web shooters. It's kind of got like a little wash over it too, as a matter of fact. So they're actually stepping up with his movie figures. But just as I'm about to give him a compliment, I gotta take it away. We got a little bit of flash on that thumb there. Let's see. Is that paint or is that flash? Let's get in there. Yeah, actually it's a paint. It's a paint flaw. So it looks like this is maybe casted in black, and then or maybe red. Yeah, so maybe it's casted in red and then the black's painted. I don't freaking know. I'm just speculating. I would think it's casted in black though, because look at the rest of the hand, right? Everything is dark under his fingers. So casted in black, yeah, because the Here the hinge is actually red underhanded, right? So cast it in black, paint it with red, and then paint it with the human skin color, and you got quite a bit of flash on the hand. You can clean that up with some razor blades or box cutters, whatever you like. I'm talking jibber jabber right now. Spider signal was pretty cool. It's just a stamp, more creases, zipper going down, nice sculpt on the zipper. Got a little jogger pants string, like it's like some some gym jogger pants that he stole from school or something like that. That's pretty cool. Then you have, like, again, I said, the textured sock there. I really dig that. And then there's something about the shoes, man. Something about the feet. It's the shoes. It's got to be the shoes. Like, I dig that, man. It's really cool. It's really cool. It did a pretty good job. All in all, they did a really good job on this particular figure. One of the stars of the wave. Swivel here. Nice little studded swivel. So you got like a little light ratchet. A little bit of it feels like a little bit of friction here, but I know better. I think that there is a little soft ratchet going on inside of there. And then of course, like again, regular double articulated point here, swivel here. So that's pretty cool. You get like a double swivel. You get a swivel up here and you get a swivel down here, and then you've got the standard hinge and pin there. So you get a good bit of swiveling and hinging down there. So he's pretty agile, not the most agile. His buttocks is slim, so it doesn't cut off the range of motion. And then I dig the seam work they do on the jogger pants. So this guy's pretty cool. Definitely one of my favorites for this set right here that I'm reviewing now. So if you see these guys in the store and you're wondering which one do you get, the answer is clear. Now, having done that, having said that, having looked at that, let's apply these wing pieces. All right, so let's put these wing bits on, right? So we're doing this as we cover the figures, right? And I was kind of concerned for a second because I was like, are we going to be able to do this? Because I haven't opened the other ones and reviewed the other ones yet, but I think we should be fine. All right, so this is the piece that comes with the vultures, the back piece, right? And it's like really detail heavy. Like it really could stand some dry brushing or something to bring out all of this detail, because there's so much going on inside. There's some really great line work in there on this scope. I really dig it. Here on the back, I like how they've kind of given that hot metal look here, because this is where the booster stuff flies out or whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to give them a compliment, but I like it. I like it a lot. Line work is really nice. More of that machine gun. I said it twice. More of that gunmetal, that OD green right here over that gunmetal. Really, those little gunmetal lines in there really bring out the green, or the green complements the gunmetal. I don't know which one is which, but it damn sure works out. Light blue there, some sky blue, and a little bit of purple right there, because it's purple hot. This tail piece here is not soft, it's a regular plastic. Okay, so let's get it popping. That's enough description on that thing. Okay, so here we go. This piece here is going to pop in place there. It's got these little, you can see these little ribbed joints here that give it a little more friction as far as the flapping and the flooping, right? And then this portion here is going to go here, like so, and my fidget spinner just popped out. Let's fix that. That's really cheap bullshit. All right. There you go. There's your fidget spinner, right? And it goes like that. And then this wing piece here, which is also on a hinge right there, is going to fit in this little on this little bit here. Check it out. There you go. There you go. And so now you've got his wing, and that's a really long wing. I mean, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. I was hoping that they were trying to do the G-depth lock thing they were talking about on the movie where he's actually, spoilers, motherfuckers, where he was actually able to connect to the bottom of the Stark plane to steal the equipment. But this doesn't look like it's going to be working out like that. You just got like a little bit of articulation here to bring it down, and you got that portion there, so you can kind of like block itself out, right? I guess. And you had to flap more on this one. We actually put it on the back of the figure, but I mean, it's cool. It's cool enough. It's cool enough. It's I can't tell if this is supposed to be the major big one, or this is supposed to be the smaller one. I don't know. Or maybe it's like a combination of both. I don't know. But the wings coming together. Okay, so we can see some things coming together now. I hope you've enjoyed my review of this first 3 from the Spider-Man Homecoming Vulture Wave. Look forward to my next video coming out the next day, because I want to knock these guys out, right? And we'll be putting that Vulture together. So, if you find these guys in the stores, you're debating, who am I going to get? What should I do? Where should I spend my money at? Go straight here. Go straight here. And then if you already got this guy, you got to pick between these two. I'm going to say easy pass on both, but you need the parts, right? So, I don't know. I don't know. I really, it's kind of a toss-up between these two. I don't really care about Beetle. But this figure's pretty good, man. So, yeah, please. Hit me in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about these figures, which ones you like, which ones you do like. Why in the hell would you spend your money on a Cosmic Spider-Man or a Beetle? Just let me know what you think. And tune in for my next review of Tombstone and Homecoming Spider-Man. Until then, I am...